What is up, everybody? I hope you guys are all having a fantastic day. Tons of stuff to get into. Essentially, there was a hack on a bridge that incorporates Moonbeam, Ethereum wrapped Bitcoin, USDC, so Ethereum to Moonbeam. $190 million was hacked, essentially, over the past day. So also, the first and pioneering decentralized exchange, or DEX, with their own native token is launching on Hedera Hashgraph this week, which I think is massive. Colombia land registries on the XRP ledger, the government. Just tons of information. So we're going to hop right in. Just looking at Bitcoin really briefly to see where we're at. We've talked multiple times about the 210 on the weekly. You know, from watching these videos, I don't claim to be any sort of a TA guy, but I watch this stuff. And you can see that this is where we historically have bottomed out in every bear market. Never really closing weekly candles below the 210, but during this bear market, or bearish trend, if bear market offends you, we actually did close a number of weekly candles below the 210, and now we are just starting to hopefully find a little bit of a foundation for Bitcoin, which means that the whole market is finding a little bit of a foundation. Interestingly enough, the total market cap of crypto, by the way, I do think we're probably going to play around with the 210 a little bit more at some point in the future. In the near term, not just during the next, after the next bull run, the next whatever. Looking at the total crypto market cap, finally kind of finding some support and closing, candles above that $1 trillion range. All right, this is the crypto hack I was talking about. The title of the article is First, the hacker stole some money, then everyone joined the party. Essentially, normally when we see hacks, this is on a bridge, by the way. So I would just make sure that everybody's cognizant. If you are using bridges between different networks, they are the most vulnerable for things like this to occur. So just please be careful with your digital assets, your crypto, etc. It said normally when there's crypto hacks, obviously the hackers will drain absolutely all of the funds. But in this situation, the hack was so easy to replicate that normal users were replicating it and basically withdrawing funds as well. And this deals in, Ethereum to Moonbeam, and Moonbeam is a fairly large ecosystem. I know that price action hasn't been fantastic, but if you've been paying attention in the Polkadot ecosystem, Moonbeam is essentially, very big. Every person that I talk to behind the scenes tells me about Moonbeam, etc. I've been looking into it for a long time as well. But yeah, these hacks are nothing to mess with, ladies and gentlemen, and just always be aware. Anytime that you're not cold custodying your crypto in the right way, and you have them on exchanges, or if you're utilizing a bridge, these things are always at risk. And yeah, so all right, this is the first pioneering DEX on Hedera Hashgraph. This is SaucerSwap Labs. Been paying attention to them for a while, not affiliated. I actually don't even have the NFTs. This is launching on Friday, August 5th. So not financial advice. I think, and I could be wrong, I think from going to their website, I think it's around a $2.7 million market cap, something like that. I don't know if that's 100% accurate, being that it's not live yet, but obviously kind of similar to what we see on the XRP ledger with, on XRP and different ecosystems like that. But this is the first DEX, and I think that it's certainly something to be paying attention to. So decentralized exchange. There is early access opportunities within this, I believe. This isn't financial advice, and I don't even hold the NFTs yet. The NFTs are on Zeus, though. Electromagnetic holders can provide liquidity and stake liquidity pool tokens in farms starting tomorrow. Always be cognizant, and I haven't looked into what they're doing with impermanent loss, but anytime that you combine two assets and create a liquidity pool token, and if one of those initial assets fluctuates, you could risk impermanent loss. I've had that experience during previous farming and staking initiatives, but still, if early adoption and farming rewards can certainly outweigh that. I'm not exactly sure what those mechanisms are. I generally don't farm and do stuff like that. Plank Epoch holders access full features of the site on Thursday, which will enable swaps and everything else. There's a native token within this called Sauce. I'm certainly paying attention to this, like I stated, just trying to give you guys a heads up as well. Public launch, so anybody that has Hashpack, which is obviously kind of like one of the main wallets on Hedera, can utilize the DEX on Friday. So SaucerSwap, if you guys are interested. Colombia enlists Ripple Labs to put land deeds on blockchain. Now, this is a little bit of an older announcement, but we can see here, this is through RippleX. Excited to share that we just put into production the first version of National Land Registry together with Agencia Tierras and the support of Ripple to register the first adjudication resolution in Colombia on the XRP ledger. So obviously big stuff going on in Colombia. This is the government. SBI on top of this a few days ago had a renewal of system for XRP international remittance services utilizing on-demand liquidity, aka XRP. Multi-tenant system enables connection with multiple remittance companies and crypto asset exchange companies. One of the ones to pay attention to within this is AsiaNet Corporation Limited, which is right here, which is obviously, looks like they deal in remittances as well. So pay attention to even CoinsPH we see down here, which is a kind of an old school ODL exchange corridor. So saw this today as well. This is DTCC, so Depository Trust and Clearing Corporation, deals with the majority of derivatives globally, which is obviously quadrillions of quadrillions of dollars of volume, putting out a full roadmap for T+1. Now, if you're not aware, T+1, T+2, T+3, these are all settlement terms in the financial industry. So essentially, when something happens, how long after a trade gets confirmed or whatever does settlement actually occur? T+1 means a day after. T+2 means 2 days after. So everybody's migrating to T+1, and you can had the roadmap pulled up. Let me see if I can find it real quick. Yep, here we go. So this is the industry road to T+1 here. We can see SEC notification on proposed rule changes, etc., etc. Basically, everything leads us out to 2024. I know this is blurry, but this is the original document here. Go or no go. T+1 Command Center preparing for migration and industry migration to T+1 settlement. Q3 2024 is what it's slated for. I put out a tweet on Twitter. Obviously, once you move past T+1, there's only one place to go, and it's not T+2, it's T+0. So obviously, real-time gross settlement, et cetera, et cetera. Last but not least, I saw Quant put out a really interesting document. I think this was yesterday. Interoperability, the key to creating value in the metaverse. I'm not going to read through this entire thing for you all, but I do want to talk about the conclusion that they have here. And this is what Quant is doing. Some of us, which is, it's being alluded to that this is Quant, are actively working on all of the challenges surrounding interoperability. Overledger's tokenized API creates digital assets designed for interoperability that can transact across different distributed ledgers, like an email sent between Gmail and Outlook. An interoperable NFT could move from one big tech metaverse to another. Likewise, an interoperable stablecoin could be utilized for payments across platforms between disparate geographies. Maybe years before we see the metaverse as ubiquitous as the internet. And for now, there is little financial incentive or international standards that compel large companies to create an open platform. However, in the interim, where we have many empires, we can utilize interoperable digital assets and payments to help individuals have a more portable and seamless experience. If you're not aware, I certainly am a big Quant believer. That's not financial advice to you. I would recommend that you look into that ecosystem, and I really try to gravitate towards projects and ecosystems that deal in interoperability. I think that it's massive. I don't think that these, I think that we're going to have like even they said in this, many empires right now, but you need to have interoperability even within those. So hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm certainly going to be paying attention to the SaucerSwap Labs launch, to the first, essentially the first DEX on hBAR, which I think is absolutely massive. And then paying attention to where we're at with crypto right now. Make no mistake about it, we are still in a bear market right now. Just because prices are going up in the interim does not mean that they're going to necessarily stay there. Am I bullish? Certainly. Am I buying on during green days and hype, and we're all going back to the moon at a $23,000 Bitcoin across the board with all sorts of digital assets? Me personally, no. You can make your own decisions about how you want to handle that, but like I said, just because we just broke above the 210 does not mean that we are not going to go back down and confirm it as support, hopefully. And if we break down through it and confirm weekly candles below this, I think we're going to be in a little bit of trouble. But that has not occurred yet. So we will play it by ear. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'll talk to you when I talk to you. All right, bye.